Students, we are just starting a practical session with data frame, how to create a data frame, and then we will just apply the query with it. All right, that is the thing. So now let us see that how the things to be done. So let us open a Python. We will just Python function Python console, and then we will see that how these things to be created. Okay, so just opening a new file out here. We are just creating a data frame, naming student. Okay, so that is the thing. So now first of all we are just importing pandas. Import panda as pd. All right, so this is the very first command that has to be given, and then what else to be given? Okay, so we need to give it. Okay, so the name of the things that we have to see, and we will just discuss it. Okay, that is the thing. uh, Now the thing is, the structure is actually what? Structure is actually, it is having the several columns. Okay, so we need to create a dictionary first of all. So we are just creating a dictionary student, student, student. Okay, or just you can keep the small name if you want. Okay, so we are keeping out here. So this is the beginning, and there's roll no, r o double l, and then no, roll no. All right, so roll no, and then we are just keeping out here colon. Okay, and then say we are just giving out here 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. All right, okay, so this one key value pair has been completed. Okay, next is we are doing what? A name has been created. Okay, name. Okay, so this is another one. So we are just keeping out here what? This, and then say Rajkumar. We are keeping Rajkumar. Okay, and then say comma, and what else? Deep Singh, Deep, Singh, Deep Singh, sorry, Deep Deep Singh. Next name is Ankit Sharma. Ankit Sharma. Next one is Radhika Gupta. This is just a practical demonstration. Okay, Radhika Gupta. Then coming to the name. Okay, this is the key is going on. Then Payal Goel. Okay, P-A-Y-L, Payal Goel. All right, and then say next one is Diksha Sharma. Diksha Sharma, and then Gurpreet Kaur. Just we have to give one more quotes out here, so be careful regarding the quotes and all. Okay, so here what will you give? Okay, so one more name can be given, Akshay Dureja. Okay, AKSHY, Akshay Dureja, and give the single quote comma, and then come down over here. Okay, next here you can give a single quote out here. Okay, you can give Shreya Anand. Okay, SHREYA, Shreya ANAND, Shreya Anand, and then so it should be an equal in number all the time. Okay, and then say Pratik Mittal, PRATEK, Pratik Mittal. We are just creating a student data frame by using dictionary. All right, so this has been closed out here. Okay, so Rajkumar name and all. Okay, so this particular thing should be given as what? Third bracket, and this has been closed out here. So the comma to be given out here, and then so we are just removing this one, and then we are coming down to the next. Okay, so that is the thing. So we need to remove this one. Okay, and then say we need to come down, and we will just make another kind of another key over here. What is the thing? So that is the gender. Okay, so GENDER, gender. We can do it over here also, colon, and we can start from here also. Okay, so that is the thing. So gender. Okay, so roll no, the gender will start over here. So you can give out here the list. Okay, so what are the things? So first of all, three M are there, M, male are there, M, then 3F again, comma, okay, F are there, and then MFM, then 3M, 3F. Okay, that is the thing. So we are having how many names? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So there are these things are there. Okay, 3 3 6, we are having the 4 females actually. Okay, females. Okay, clear, 4 females, and then MFM. Okay, and then say here M, MFM. Okay, so 4 5 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this has been closed out here. So comma, fine. So now the gender we have completed, and then we will complete the marks also. Okay, marks also, sorry, marks, marks also, marks colon, and then we are just keeping out here what, 93 comma 90 comma 93 comma 98 comma 76, then 78 comma 82, 82, and then say 80. Okay, then say 85. Okay, and then say 90, 70, 75, 90, 70, and then 75. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we are keeping one more, okay, out here, that is the stream. Okay, stream. Okay, stream also we are keeping. So let's see now how this is to be created. So first of all, science, then we are keeping commerce, and then so we are keeping out here humanities. Okay, then now this one will keep science. Okay, SCINC, science. I can make it little shorter also, science. Then commerce is com only, no need to unnecessarily, no need to type the bigger strings. Okay, science. Okay, that is the things, and then say we will keep out here humanities. Okay, hum. Okay, and then say vocational, voc vocational. All right. Okay, now you see oc vocational, and then say again what, humanities, hum, and then science, sci, science, and then say colon, and then say commerce again, commerce, and then say again voc, sorry, voc, and then say science, sci. Okay, so that has been completed my 10 data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this has been completed. So I'm closing the dictionary out here. So the data frame has been framed. Okay, so now what I'm doing, print, and then say in the bracket I'm doing the printing the data frame out here. Okay, so df. All right, so now you see that how these things to be done. Okay, so now this has been completed. Fine. So now the thing is that I will just run it, execute it. Okay, so a data frame does not take much. Afterwards what will happen, you will be able to see, okay, how the execution to be done, because once you are creating the data frame, you have created your base. Fine. And after that you will be able to access the data of it by using several comments. That can be done in the what you call, in the interactive mode as well as in the script mode also. Okay, that is the thing. So now let us see out here, we will try it out. Okay, student data frame, just we are just giving the name. Okay, sorry, we are just keeping student data. All right, and then save it. Okay, now let's see now how the output is appearing. Okay, so now let us see few comments over here that can be applicable onto it. So we will just try it out and see how the things are being done. All right, so here how many keys are there? There are 5 keys altogether. So it is having a problem of Python system error. Okay, so just we are executing it once more. Okay, so here are 5 keys are available: roll number, name, gender, marks, and not stream, it is bliss stream, I'm sorry. So the execution I need to stop out here. Okay, so the one mistake, not mistake, in fact, import panda as pd, that is also an error. So what's module not found error, when you are giving the wrong module, that is also you should learn what kind of error should come. You have given panda. Okay, so it should be given pandas. Okay, and then here I have written stream. Okay, stream. Okay, like this I should write. Okay, so now I am executing this program. Now let us see that how this is functioning. All right, then you will be able to understand it. So let us get the output first, then we will analyze. Okay, so once the output comes, then you will be able to see it properly, that how the commands are being working on it. Okay, so that is the thing. So the name of the dictionary is what? Name of the dictionary is student. Okay, name of the dictionary is what? Student. And then what else is there? It is having the 5 keys, key value pair, 5 keys key value pair, roll number, name, gender, marks, and stream. And we are just printing the data frame. All right, we are just printing the, displaying the data frame. Okay, now see. Okay, so df is not defined. Okay, so just a minute, print df we have given, but we had forgotten to give the command. Okay, so just we will define this one. So errors, obviously will be there in your program. So that's why the errors are being generating. Okay, so errors means like whenever you are forgetting to write some comments and all. So here we have forgotten what to define the df, so it has to be given pd dot data frame. That is the meaning of the practical actually. Okay, pd dot data frame. Okay, pd dot, okay, data frame. Then what to be given, what to be given out here, pd dot data frame. Okay, so then you have to give here df. Okay, so then you can give the printf. So I have not given any index and all over here. Okay, so just I am executing this program. Okay, just a minute, click on OK. Clear? So now let us see that how the data frame to be generated. All right, so now let us see. So though even we make mistake, so from the mistake we learn. Okay, so a lot of things. Okay, so once the data frame appears, we will see some comments that can be applicable onto the data frame. All right, let's see now. Just a minute. Student. Okay, student is the dictionary from where we have taken the data, that is our data source, and we have given df. We have not taken it from the df. Okay, so this kind of errors are also quite possible. Okay, so when the error comes, you note the errors specifically. Okay, so when the error comes, you note the error specifically, and after that, okay, find out why it is happening. Okay, so I have shown you out here 3-4 types of error. Okay, out here. Okay, so the errors means you will be very much sure about. Okay, so name student is not defined, they are saying. Okay, so name student is not defined means what? The thing is that here is an error occurred over here. So the df means like student, the spelling is wrong out here. Can you see student? Here it is student is written as student. Okay, so that is the thing, so that you have to type it properly. Okay, so that is the thing. So typing is also a very important aspect in Python programming. All right, so that is the thing. So whenever the several errors are coming, so you need to rectify it. This process is known as what? Debugging. Okay, so your program is having the bug and you need to fix the bug, otherwise interpreter will not interpret your instructions that you have written. Okay, that is the thing. So now let us see that how the things are appearing. Okay, if there is no error, okay, so then we will get the data frame as the output. Okay, so programs might have error and you need to learn also how to remove the error. Okay, that is the thing. Clear? Okay, so once it appears, yes, it has been appeared now. So this is the data frame that we had made. Okay, so it is having how many columns? 5 columns are there, and these are the row index. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 4 and all. Now we will apply few commands in this interactive mode. So df dot shape. Okay, df dot shape means what? 10 comma 5. That means it is having the 5 columns and 10 rows. Okay, from 0 to 9. If you want to see the index range, then you can try out in df index. It will show you the start, stop and step. Okay, so it has started from 0 and it has stopped into 10, but it will show you one less at it has started from 0 and the step is 1. And if you want to show the df dot columns, okay, that also can be seen. So df dot columns is, it is showing you the number of columns and the data type is object. Okay, that is the thing. So on this data frame we are applying so many commands. Okay, so that is the thing. So we have done so far how many? Three commands we have applied. Now say if we are actually giving this one df and then say what I am giving the name. Okay, so what will happen? Name will be printed. Okay, so here I am showing you some certain similarity of commands. Df name. Okay, so what is happening? Only the name has been printed. Okay, so in under any circumstances, if you are giving df, then only the data frame will be printed. Okay, so you can see the name has been printed, and this command when I have used that, I have given the df and what? Df and this one single quote name. Now you see that how how this thing has been, how this thing can be printed once again. Okay, so the thing is that df, okay, dot, okay, what you can give out here df dot, if you are giving out here name, okay, then see what is happening. Okay, so now let us see once df dot name, and then this one also has been printed. Okay, Rajkumar, Deep Singh, Ankit Sharma, all has been printed. So the both the things are same only, df name and df when you have given like this also. Okay, df and then dot, and then you have given out here like this. Okay, sorry, like this. Okay, then name. All right, that is the thing. All right, fine. So df dot name, that has been printed. Okay, so no, I'm sorry, df dot, so not dot, here you have to give like this third quote, that is a thing, name, and then see like this. Okay, close it. Okay, so df dot name, so both are same commands. Okay, df dot, not this one, df underscore name and df dot, okay, what, name. If you are giving both are same command, it will give you the this thing. Okay, so when you want to print the multiple columns, okay, df and then say c1, let us see the data frame once. Okay, data frame is like this. Okay, so you want to print the roll number and name together. Okay, so what will you call df, then you have to give two brackets like this, and then you have to give here the name of the column, roll, no, exact, should match, case should be match. Okay, there should be a match. All right, and then you have to give out here name. Okay, so then what will happen, this one you just close it, then what will happen, df name, enter. Okay, you will see that roll number and name, both the things have been printed. Okay, both the things have been printed. All right, that is the thing. So now these things are there, this is just to print the what you call, just to print the two columns. Okay, some specific columns you can take, not you no need to take the two successive columns, you can take anything. Okay, so now that is the thing. So now if you want to display the statistics of this particular data frame, then you can give this describe. Okay, describe. Okay, so that is the thing, so describe. Okay, so you need to give an open close bracket at the end, it will show you the all statistics. So count, mean, everything, roll number, marks, everything, all the mean, standard, minimum deviation, okay, quartile, 50% means like percentile, everything will be shown. Okay, clear, that is the thing, maximum value and the maximum marks, every details will be coming. That is actually known as the known as what, the statistics to be printed by using the describe command. This is known as describe command, description. Okay, the describe method that displays very important information like number of values, average, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, 25%, 50%, 70% of the total value. Okay, so whatever values are there, it will not consist, it will not consider the string values and all. Okay, so that is the purpose of the describe command. Okay, now we are just performing few queries on this data frame. Let us print the data frame once. So once you have created the data frame, you can apply the comments as well in the interactive mode also. Okay, so that is the thing. So now we want to print the marks, those who have got more than 90, suppose more than 90, we want to print those records. Okay, so what is happening, so how will you give df and then bracket, then df dot, what is the thing, marks. Okay, so we are having the gender marks. Okay, sorry, not gender, marks. Okay, so we are giving the marks out here. Okay, so here it is showing us marks. Okay, df dot marks. Okay, then greater than 90, and the criteria to be given was greater than 90. All right, that is the thing. So when we are giving this one, let's see. Okay, closing it, sorry, not only one close. Okay, it will show you those who have got the entire records, those who have got more than 90. So in this way the criteria also can be given, and if you want to see only the records of the male, okay, so what should you give, df then bracket df dot, okay, gender. Okay, g and dr, don't give any quotes over here, gender equals to what, equals to, then you give out here m. Okay, and then give close it. Okay, so sorry, it has fd has been written, it should be df, the proper subject to be given, gender, this like this, and then give m. Okay, so what will happen, only the records of the male will be printed. Okay, so that is the thing. So now if I want to print the record, okay, clear, only the maximum marks, that particular record where the maximum marks has been there. Okay, so here it is only marks greater than 90, but I want to print now who has got the maximum marks, his all details. Okay, so now what should I do? Okay, so then df and then give this, a very important query actually, you know, df dot, okay, cell. Okay, df sorry, not cell, it will be marks. Okay, so marks salary bills means another data frame is there, is having the salary field. Okay, df dot marks. Okay, then equals to you have to give, because you are comparing. All right, and df dot then marks. Okay, marks dot, you have to give the statistics comment, aggregate comment, max. Okay, so it will display what, wherever it will find the maximum marks and is matching. Okay, then that particular record will be displayed. Okay, so closing parenthesis will not be there. Okay, I'm sorry, df then df dot marks. Okay, I'm giving out here marks, then comparison, then df dot marks. Okay, marks, then max. Okay, and then say this, and then say this will be closed. Okay, that is the thing. this will be closed. Okay, so what is happening? It is showing you that Deep Singh has got the maximum marks and his details has been printed, though even the this had been shifted a bit, but the correct record has been printed. Okay, you can check out by printing the DF out here. So where is the DF? Deep Singh is having this and he has got 98. Okay, when we had described the things, then also the same data has been displayed. Okay, so these are the thing. So now you see out here, okay, suppose we want to show the data from the columns based on a query, we can mention the list of columns and then the query as df column names and then the query, that is also there. Okay, so now suppose I want to print in this way. Okay, df. Okay, so the thing is that what roll number, okay, roll no, okay, roll no, and we want the name, okay, and then we want the stream, suppose. Okay, stream. Okay, so this is one. Okay, stream. Okay, these things we want to print and then we are just closing it. Okay, we are just closing it, so I need not close the stream out here, I need to close it all the time. Yes, now stream. And what else? The criteria. Now I will put the criteria separately. What criteria? Suppose the max, what is the thing? I will put out here df dot, okay, df dot marks. Okay, df dot marks. Okay, I will give dot max. Okay, so no, not max, I will give here out here mean. Okay, I will give mean. Okay, that is the thing. So from the minimum marks definitely I want, but I want only the roll number, name and stream who has got the minimum marks. Okay, so it is an error, it has been caused. Okay, and I need to give the condition, the query. I'm sorry. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I have to give that one. Okay, so just a minute, here some changes to be made out here, just a minute. Okay, so div dot marks dot mean. Okay, so I need to put a query out here. Okay, after that I will get the correct thing out here. Okay, that is the thing. Df dot marks, here I have to give a conditional things, actually no aggregate function. Okay, so that is the thing. So here the df dot marks, okay, say greater than less than 70. Okay, less than 80. Okay, less than 80 I am giving. Okay, so now you see how these things are coming. So these 4 boys are there, these 4 students are there who has got the marks less than 80. Okay, so their roll number, they are these are the index, actually this is the roll number, this is the name, and this is the stream has been printed. Okay, that is the thing. So in this way what can you do is there. Okay, so the minimum number, minimum means aggregate, means only one function it gives. Okay, that is the thing. So in that case you can give the previous query that I have given, that max and all. Okay, so df dot cell you can compare like this. Okay, I am to see the minimum marks and the records if you want to get, then what will you do? Df, then you are give like this, df dot marks. Okay, df dot marks equals what? Df dot marks. Okay, marks clear dot mean. Okay, so only the one record will be displayed. So that is the difference between the normal command and the aggregate command. It always returns the one value, but here it is different from here because this is less than 80 and this is the minimum marks and the record to be printed. The Shayanand has secured the list marks, that is 70, and she is from stream VOCs. So all the records has been displayed of this kind. So these are the queries that can be applicable. Okay, so last time what command we had given out here, so one key error has been appeared because this was not correct. Okay, now here it is correct, so it has given us the proper thing. Clear? Understood? So now one more command you can give out here. Okay, say you can set the index also. You can set the index also. You can just take one. It's about df1 equals to df dot, okay, set index. Okay, this one I had shown you earlier also, set index. Okay, so then you are giving as what is the thing, as say we have not taken out here anything. So roll number, suppose I am taking the roll number. Okay, roll number as the setting the index. Fine. So now I am giving out here df1 equals to df dot set index roll number. Okay, so all the things we are applying onto it. Okay, so I will show you also that how to apply it in the program mode also. So one command just I am giving, and then say I am printing out here df1. Okay, so now you see that 0 1 2 3 4 has gone and it has been printed in this way. So in this way you can set the index also whenever you would like to. So the things that if we are applying this particular command, what could you do? Here we will write df1 equals to df dot set index. Okay, set underscore index. So what I want to put it as index. If you want to put name also will come as index, doesn't matter. Okay, so you give out your roll number. Okay, so what out here? Roll number, roll no. Okay, so then you give it, close it. Okay, then you print df1. Okay, so you will see that two data frames are printing same data, it is printing but in different manner. How is this? Now let us see out here. Okay, click on OK. Now you see how this is coming. Okay, so that is the thing. Clear? Let us see the output, then you will be able to understand that how it is coming by setting the index. Okay, that is the thing. Clear? Let us see here. Okay, see 0 1 2 3 4 the separate index has come, but the roll number has made into your index, so no more 0 1 2 3 4 is coming in the output. Okay, so that is the thing, that is the utility of the df set index command. Okay, so this the set index, because of the set index only, that set index we have given out a roll now, so the roll number, so I'm sorry, roll number, so because of that only the index has been disappeared. Okay, the default index of data frame has been disappeared, and finally the roll number has been appeared as an index. All right students, so these comments that you have seen today, okay, so you must do its practical implementation, and then you see that how the output is being generating. Okay, we can find the emp id being used as an index column in the new data frame df1 which we have created. Okay, but however the original data in the data frame in this case is not modified. Okay, so that you have seen the data will not be modified, and it still uses automatically generated index column. If we want to modify the original df and the set emp id as index, then we should use the in place true. Okay, so what is the thing? We have to give a command out here that is called in place true. Okay, in place equals to then true. Okay, this to be given, then only that permanent things will take place in print df1. Okay, so let us execute once more and then see how it is being appearing. Okay, that is the thing. Click on OK. So set index can be applicable in two ways. Okay, so this is the way, this is the another way when you are keeping the in place true. Okay, that is the thing. So now this one is there. Okay, let us let us see the output, then you will be able to understand. Okay, so in place true means it is a permanent modification will take place in case of df1. Okay, that is the thing. So if you are applying with df1, then what will happening? So it is showing is none, because it will not be able to applying the in place true over here, that's why it has been printed as none. So the in place true command will not be applicable out here, since we cannot change it, okay, as we would like to. So it is better to keep the roll number in this way, so it will be able to and then you will be able to execute this. Okay, now say one command. Okay, so just I'm executing this one, print df. Okay, and then say run module. Okay, then click on OK. Clear? Then see out here, so if I want to print that particular data, okay, particular data of a particular record I want to keep, say I want to display the only the roll number 2. Okay, so how to display this one? Okay, the record roll number 2, who is having the roll number 2, that I want to display. Okay, let us come, let us see. So what is happening? It is possible to locate the data in employee. Okay, so say I am to roll number 2. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, LOC and then bracket I will give 2 out here. Okay, so let's see what is happening. Roll number 2 has been printed, Ankit Sharma, roll number 2. So 1 2 3 4, where it is there, it is not the thing. Okay, out here 0 1 2, that is the original index has been taken, that is the Ankit Sharma, that has been taken from the original this thing, what you call from the original data frame. So the LOC has not given accordingly to this, because here the roll number 2 is having the diff string, but you are giving LOC 2, it will take it with the index. That's why the name of the Ankit Sharma, which is appearing in the third record, has been printed out here, though even its index is 2. Okay, so that is all the things regarding the data frame practicals and all. So in this way you need to do, and this program is very important, and this kind of programs are very important. So students, I would like to say that you do the practical implementation and get the things all right to with you. Okay, that is the thing. So thank you. In my next text tutorial video, I will give you some more comments that can be applicable onto the data frame. Thank you once again.